What's up, everyone? Welcome to Tuck Nuts. We're talking about the Elon Musk Morgan Stanley interview they just had, and in that they talked about the next gen and what is it, and they also talked about Twitter and what is that, and basically I'm gonna try to make this video faster than the last one, but the goal with Twitter is to find the truth at the lowest level of error. Because there's a lot of there's a lot of like things that are not real in that. And so if we can kind of get that down to just the truth and not anything else, that's great. Also, people should, censorship is another topic. You know, if you're hearing someone talk negative about me, and they've got a ton of reasons why they think Tucker sucks, that's a good sign. Meaning, like, people aren't being censored about what they think about me or whoever. Just use me as an example. Mainstream media and about the news, basically, I have found personally that I've gotten news much quicker than if I was to watch it on cable or on any of the channels that exist, and you can get it by like a 1 to 2 days sooner than you would, and there's less steps you have to go through in terms of getting it approved and things like that. And the average time a person spends on Twitter is about 30 minutes, which is, I can attest to that. And if that number keeps going up, that makes Twitter more credible. Also, the revenue that Twitter makes currently is about 5 to 6 cents. And he sees that right now with going through the acquiring and a lot of other stuff to make Twitter become what it is, and it still has a long way to go. There's debt, but he sees the next quarter possibly, breaking even or a little bit more than that, which is good. And that's, unbelievable within a matter of 3 or months or 4 months of having the company. Find Twitter, find things on Twitter doesn't really happen, but I mean, he sees that, paying for a newsworthy article that costs 5 Dogecoins is a pretty cool way of paying for something. Information, basically. He says, basically, Twitter's comprised of the most smartest people on the planet. And they've been, pretty much getting screwed the whole time. They've been wanting to say something because it's gotten censored or not put up or something like that. There's also talk about this term, fractal Rube Goldberg machine, and think of that as a cloud that goes on and on, or a kaleidoscope that just sees the same pattern. Google it. I need to do it too. That's as much as I know. Basically, there's also the idea that the codes of Twitter, I don't know anything about this, but there might be a possibility of having to rewrite Twitter from scratch, which might be the best thing that has happened for Twitter. So that might also mean that there could be some panicking before that, or pain. There's about 250 users right now. The earnings need to go up. The 253 users, that's probably, I don't know, millions or billions of users, but it's a number that was said, and I'm saying it now. What you read on the newspaper is also what you read on newspaper is BS, and what's on Twitter is actually like more legit, and I believe that statement. And you can think of Twitter as like a combination of Zelle, PayPal, cryptocurrency, banking, and more all in one, which is helpful for the world globally in terms of people in rural areas where it's very hard to get internet. So they'll be like, hey, do you want internet? And you're in some remote area of the world, and you just put yes, and they charge you like, I don't know, whatever amount to get it. And then there is, people have been looking at Tesla the wrong way. And once FSD's mastered and down, the aha moment will happen. And so I think, the future will be bright. X.com is the vision in the future, and that's something to be around the corner. I don't know how soon around the corner, but it is around the corner. And that this was mentioned in the investor day, but the value of the car costs the same to build, and the possibility of being able to five times make the value of what it is, or 5 to 6x it. Basically, that's a hint at something else. Meaning you can use the car while you're at work. The car can go drive off, do errands, make money, and then you can get a part of what that total income the car made doing whatever it was doing while you're at work the whole day. And so that's a way of making money while you're at work. The total amount of satellites in orbit, 50% and more of them, 50% and more of them are Starlink satellites. So Starlink is showing that it is going to be the future of connectivity of the internet and to the world. The margins at Tesla are great. I don't know much about margins, to be honest, so I'm not going to talk about it, but I'm just going to say that. And light travels through vacuum much better than fiber optic cables. These are Elon's words that he said. Something to think about. And then there's questions about Starship and its next launch. It could be next month, and he said it will be exciting. And so if you don't know anything about what the possibilities of that could happen, I can make another video and tell you about it, what I think is going to happen. But that's something to be worth to look forward about. And the next generation vehicles are going to be around 50% less costly than what is the price for a Model 3 or Y. And so that's another thing to look forward to. And is there any other company doing the things that Tesla's doing right now? You can ask yourself that, and I can too. And no, Ford is not doing this. NIO is not doing this. No one's doing this. So Tesla is uncomparable. I wrote this down to myself. It's uncomparable to any other company in the world. And that is true. That's why I keep pushing. Like, I love this company, and it's helped me out so much over the last 3 or 4 years since I've become friends with it. And basically, I'll leave it on this. The investor day was the point of that. I think a lot of people are saying this is it wasn't really that well put together, but it did show off the people that are behind the scenes that haven't gotten the credit are getting the credit now. These are the people that I thought were fake and they were robots. They turned out to actually be real people. So it's like, how do you believe it until you see it, right? So I hope you like this video, and you can push the like button or not, but I'll talk to you on the next one. Peace out.